coming to you live from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hi everyone, and happy International Women's Day. Anthony Hart, the captain, here with a special edition of Captain's Arcade Sports. It's International Women's Day action with Big League Slugger Baseball between the Santa Barbara Riveters and the Garden State Queens. As the team takes the field, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Santa Barbara Riveters, consisting of the Satin Dollz, that's Dolls with a Z. Roz is going to be kicking things off. She'll play second, followed by Olivia, Felicity, Ella, Kat, Moxie, Giselle, Dixie, and Willow taking center field. They'll be squaring off against Taya Valkyrie. And as the crowd continues to file in, we kick things off with the ball. Ball 2 now. Strike 1, just outside. Ball 3, 3-1. And she juts it over to Delmi Exo for out number 1. Sanda Olivia, the DH, is up next. Way inside. Ball 1. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, she started to swing. They called the ball right after she swung. Okay. Golfs that one in the dirt. We have a full count now. Payoff pitch coming. And she juts it. Foul. Over to the right side. Got her looking. Let's see what Satin Felicity does. Satin Felicity representing the LA Dolls, living in Iowa. And they recently announced that there's going to be an Iowa Satin Dollz troop. It'll be troop number 6. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Riveters. Queens are up. Let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Garden State Queens, put together by Gail Kim. Mickey James is going to be kicking things off. She'll play shortstop, followed by Allison Kay, Marty Bell. Melina will be the DH. Cassie Lee, Delmi Exo, Jessie McKay, Amber Nova, and Mandy Leon behind the plate. They'll be following. Mickey James gets to the plate. She'll square off against Satin Doll Honey. And she golfs out that one, and it's going to be into the glove for Moxie for out number 1. Let's see what Allison Kay does against Honey. Oh, swing and a miss. That change up. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. All right in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2. Lays off at 1, ball 1. Golf set, foul. And she juts a foul over to the right side. And she gets a base hit. Allison Kay. She'll coast in the second with the 1-out double. Shot that one in the right center field gap. Let's see what her ex-partner Marty Bell does. And she juts it over. It's going to be runs at the corners with 1 gone, and in steps Melina. Ball in the dirt, easily to lay off that one. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That one inside for ball 2. Ball 3 now. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Full count. Payoff pitch coming. Where's going? And under it is Dixie. Out number 2. Let's see what Cassie Lee does, formerly known as Peyton Royce. And she juts it foul to the right side. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Already in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her. Nothing doing here. None shall pass. Top of inning number 2 we go. Starting with Ella. She squares off against Satin Dollz. Squares off against Taya Valkyrie. And fouls that one over to the right, to the left side. Ball 2 now. Going back to work with the fastball. 2-2. Chuck Woolery count. And, she wanted strike 3, but instead it's 3-2. That one's a strikeout. Got her swinging. Up next is Satin Dollz Cat. Number 5 spot. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And she juts it over to Nova. Nova to the bag for out number 2. Let's see what Moxie does. Moxie, one of the tap dancers in the troupe. She's got that agility. And juts it foul over to the left side. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Top of the second, no score. Ball in the dirt. Chuck Woolery count. The Chuck Woolery. Swing and a miss. Got her swinging. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Let's see what the Queens do. Delmy Exo's up next, squaring off against Honey. And it's going to be in center. And putting it away is Willow. Let's see what Jessie McKay does. On the ground, Roz to Felicity for out number 2. Another one pitch, one goner. Swing and a miss. First set for Amber Nova. And she juts it over and into the gap. It's going to be a base hit. She's in there. She's thinking 2. She's in there with a 2 out double. Amber Nova. In steps in Mandy Leon, the heart and soul of Ring of Honor. Back over to the pitcher. Then over to Felicity for out number 3. Nothing doing here. See what Giselle does. Squaring off against Taya Valkyrie. Ball 1. Top of the third, no score. Ball 2 now. Setting things up here, perhaps. Way inside. Ball 3. Strike 1. Trying to get a feel of the ball. And swing and a miss. Working back to full count. The payoff pitch coming. Got her swinging. See what Dixie Lee does. Tries a bunt. Strike 1. Again a bunt. Nothing doing in the dirt. Or in the hole. Strike 2. Izu lays off on that one. Ball 1. Ball 2. Again outside. Juts it over to Jessie McKay for out number 2. Willow is in it. Ball 1. She wanted that one, but tails out a little bit. Ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss on that one. 2-1. The 2-1. Juts it, foul to the right side. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch coming. And she got her swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Riveters. No score. Top of the order we go. Mickey James steps up. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball 1 in the inside. In the dirt. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. And golfs one into the left center field gap, and Mickey James is aboard with a leadoff double. See what Allison Kay does. She doubled last time. Ball 1. And high and right. Under it is Cat for out number 1. Ball comes back in, and Mickey James stays put. Marty Bell's up next. And into the gap. She has a base hit. She's thinking 2. And the Queens are on the board. Now she has an RBI double, Marty Bell. Let's see what Molina does. See what the DH Molina does. Ball 1. They got an eye on Marty Bell here. And she gets a base hit. And she gets an RBI double out of that one. Doubles have been ruling through in the Queen's favor. 2-0. Cassie Lee's up next. She struck out last time up. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Tails outside just a little bit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ron the Brown over to Honey. Over to Felicity for out number 2. But meanwhile, the runner rose up to third. Let's see what Delmy Exo does. Strike 1. Strike 2. Can the Queens capitalize on this? Strike 3. Got her swinging. 2 runs scored. Runner on third. Roz is up next here in the Riveters half as we go to the top of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Tries a bunt aboard. Strike 2. No avail. The 0-2. Ball 1. The Satin Dollz are divided into 6 divisions. It's going to be divided into 6 divisions. Right now, they currently have 5. They have a headquarters in L.A., and they have divisions over in London, in Paris, in Rome, and in New York City. And there, Roz is grounded out for out number 1. You can catch Olivia here. She's up next. You can catch Olivia on her cooking live streams on the Instagram pages and on Facebook. For more information on the Satin Dollz, please visit theSatinDollzWithAZ.com. That's Satin Dollz with a Z. Adjusted into right. And she's aboard. She's thinking 2. The throw is in time, in plenty of time. Tries to stretch out the double, but not in her favor. Let's see what Felicity does. Strike 1. We've been hearing reports that she's going to be leading things off with the newly established, and a boom! Home run for the Riveters. Riveters are on the board. It's now 2-1 Queens. But Felicity is going to be, according to reports, Felicity is going to be leading things off with the newly established division, the Des Moines, Iowa division in the Midwest. Just over to Nova for out number 3. And we'll see how things go here. Let's see what Jessie McKay does. What's that one down one in the middle when she shouldn't have? Strike 1. And into the gap, into the right center field gap. Jessie McKay is aboard with the leadoff double. Let's see what Amber Noah does. There's going to be Des Moines, Iowa division coming soon. The 6th division of the Satin Dollz. The 3-0. And Nova is aboard with the base hit. In center. Shallow center. Mandy Leon's up next. In the air to shallow right center. And she has a bet. She is on board with an RBI single. It's now 3-1 Queens. They're going to send a bullpen over here. Landy is going to be filling things off over here. And the roast continues as it's in the air in the right center field gap. There's going to be an RBI double for Mickey James. Allison Kay's up next. Ball 1 in the dirt. And it's out number 1 for Kat. Kat is under it for out number 1. Marty Bell's up. See what she does. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Minor over to Landy, and she bobbles it. It's going to run, another one's going to score. It's now 5-1, Queens. See what Molina does. And she's got herself a base hit. She's thinking 2 out of base. Another one's going to score. It's now 6-1, Queens. Another one's going to score. It's now 7-1, Queens. Queens are on a roll here. In for Cassie Lee. She see if she can break her 0-for-2 spell. Can she capitalize? Strike 1. And swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3 call. She shatters her bat. Throws it in trash here. You can have it, trash. I don't want it. See what Del Mieso does. On the ground over to Giselle. Giselle to Felicity for out number 3. 5 runs for the Queens. They add 5 more. It's now 7-1, Queens. Let's see what Kat does. Kat, one of the tap dancers here. She has the agility over in the outfield. Lola's putting together this team over here, and she's using her tap dancers to her advantage in the outfield with that agility. And beware, they could steal bases as well. Will that work into play? We've seen it happen here a little bit with the outfield, and as far as the base run is concerned, we'll see how things turn out here. The payoff pitch coming. Juts it, foul. Go back and do it again. And Kat's aboard on a walk. See what Moxie does. Oh, tough to lay off one, but she did. Ball 1. Ball 2, it's still inside. Ty working inside. And into the gap it goes. She's going to go. She's got runners at the corners with no one gone. And in steps Giselle. Right on the ground to Ty Vackery over there, and everybody's safe. A little bit of a ball confusion, but everybody's safe. It'll load the bases. Let's see what Dixie Lee does as she tries to gain some momentum here for the Riveters. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1. Over to ground ball, out at home. Out at third, that's all they're going to get. Double play. See what Willow does. And it's going to be bases loaded again as she gets herself a base hit over and right. We'll see what Roz does. Will Roz capitalize on this? And high in the air over to center. Putting away is Cassie Lee for out number 3. None shall pass this time. Jesse McKay's up next. Strike 1. Oh, she wanted it, but it's strike 1. She didn't like that call. I don't blame her. And she got it this time in the left center field gap. And she's thinking 2 right off the bat. So right off the bat is the leadoff double. Let's see what Amber Nova does. Darla's coming in. Filling in for Landy. And she's ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1 now. Ball 2, excuse me. Ball 3. In the air, the center. Under it is Willow. Willow puts it away. And the runner stays put at second. Mandy Leon is up next. And it's strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Golfs it over to Giselle. Giselle to Felicity for out number two. But meanwhile, the runner moves up to third. Will she do anything over here? Will Mickey James do anything? Grounded foul. Ball two now. In the air, over to right. Under it is Cat. Cat puts it away. The side is retired. Runner left on. To top of inning number 6 we go. 7-1, Queens. See what the cooking genius in Olivia does. Ball one. Swing and a miss on the outside. Ball two. Trying to get her to swing, but it tails inside. Ball one. Ball two now. Excuse me. 3-1. In the air to left. Under it is McKay for out number one. See what Felicity does. She homered last time up. Will she do it again? In the air to left again. Under it McKay again. She puts it away. And Felicity's retired. Let's see what Ella does. The Dolls have been busy over the past several months. Catch them out on their website, theSatinDollz.com, for a city near you. In the air to right. Under it is Delmy Exo, and she's retired. 1-2-3 go the Rivers. They trail it 7-1. Allison Kay is up next, formerly known as Sienna, in her initial run in Impact Wrestling, and she flies it over to center. Under it is Willow, out number one. One pitch, one gone. Mari's been on fire, although she reached on an arrow last time up. Ball one. Ball two on that changeup. Ball three on the verge of losing her. On the ground, over. Back over to Felicity for out number two. Darla going to work here. Strike one. She squares off against Molina. In the air to shallow right center. Under it is Cat for out number three. 1-2-3 go the Riveters. They trail at 7-1. 1-2-3 go the Queens, excuse me. Now the Riveters are up next. In the air to center. Under it is Cassie Lee for out number one. Moxie's up next. Back over to Valkyrie. Valkyrie over to Nova for out number two. Giselle's up next. Jut sit foul. Ball one. Ball two now. Top of the seventh. 7-1 Queens. Ball three. On the ground to Nova. Nova to the bag for the out. Time to get up and stretch. Seventh inning stretch here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Cassie Lee is up next when we come back. And so here is Cassie Lee. She's 0 for 3. She'll square off against Sloan. Satin Dollz Sloan. On the ground to Roz. Roz to Felicity for out number one. Delmy Exo. She's 0 for 3 as well. In the air, the center. Under her is Willow for out number two. Let's see what Jessie McKay does. Couple of doubles her last couple of times up. And in the air, over to right. Cat. Under it for out number three. 1-2-3 go the Riveter. 1-2-3 go the Queens. They trail at 7-1. Up next is Dixie Lee. Slow ball. Back to the inside. Ball 2 now. Ball 3 now. Is she on the verge of losing her? Is strike 1 over on the outside corner. Peyton, the outside corner right there. Jets it over to third, over to left. Dixie is aboard with a leadoff double, with a leadoff single, excuse me. Ty Valkyrie's running on empty here, but she can continue. Ball 1. And whacks it over to right. We got runners at the corners now, with no one gone. And right back to the top of the order we go for Roz. Let's see if she can break out that spell. Bullpen's warming up over in the Queen's side. Ball 2. Ball 3. Got an eye on the runners here. And she looks at strike 1. The 3-1. Strike 2 right over the plate. Working that pitch count, methinks. And she lost her. Ball 4. Bases loaded. In for Olivia. And Lufisto is going to be taking things over. Ball 1. In the air to center. Just enough to get the runner home. And she will. It's now 7-2. Queens. Let's see what Felicity does. Let's see if she can capitalize. Scored on a sac fly is Dixie Lee. Right back inside. Strike 1. Strike 2. 1-2 now. And she juts it over to left. Another one's going to score. Scoring is Willow. 7-3, Queens. Let's see what Ella does. Don't count them out yet. Just like the Yogi said, it ain't over till it's over. Goes tails back inside. Strike 2. Ball 1. 1-2. And she has a base hit. She's going to kick in things off with a double, and she's got an RBI double out. This one's it's now 7-4 Queens. Don't count them out yet. It ain't over till it's over, just like the Yogi said. Ball 1. Ball in the dirt. Ball 2. Wire back over to Lufisto, and everybody is safe. Smart base running there. Moxie's up next. Swing and a miss. In the air, over liner, over to left. 2 runs are going to score on a double by Moxie. Giselle's up next. And over, Exo has it for out number 2. And the runners retrieve back in scoring position. Let's see what Dixie Lee does. The Riveters bat around. Ground ball over. Marty Bell over to Amber Nova for out number 3. Rosie's have 5. It's now 6-7, a 1-run game. Nova on the ground, over to Ross to Felicity for out number 1. Let's see what Mandy Leon does. She squares off against Sloan. In the air to left center. And she's aboard with a double. 1-out double for the Queens. Let's see what Mickey James does. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike two. Tries to get her to chase that one, but she lays off. Ball one. Getting to chase over there. No avail. Ball two. Swing and a miss. Mickey's retired. Let's see what Allison Kay does. In the air to center. Under it is Willow. Out number 3. The potential tying run is going to be up next is going to be Willow. She's 2 for 3 in the game. On the ground, over to Allison Kay. Allison Kay to Nova for out number 1. Now the potential tying one is Roz. On the ground, over to right. And she's aboard. Is she thinking 2? No, she's heading back. Olivia's up next, and she's the potential go-ahead run. Ball 2 for the potential go-ahead run. On the ground, over to Nova. Back over to Nova for out number 3, and that's the ball game. Final score, 7-6 in favor of the Garden State Queens. Well played game, ladies. Well played game. Ty Valkyrie for the win. The save for Lufisto. The losing pitcher is Honey. And there's, you take a look at the line score here. Both teams played great. I got to tip my hat off to all the ladies over here. This was a really great game, ladies. And all respect to y'all. No doubt about it. And so that'll do it for this edition of Captain's Arcade Sports. This is Anthony Hart, the captain, saying so long and happy International Women's Day.